Playing the game with headphones in is so different. Oh man. The first time I played BTS, I never had headphones. I had to play it with a Connect. I remember that. Alright. And thus, episode 2 of Before the Storm Remastered begins.
Hey.
The hell?
Shut up!
Out of the car.
Actually, I have some comments about David. He looks really... He looks rough. Like his entire, clothing. But I will say, Chloe's face looks really enhanced. Especially if you get a close-up of it. But I just feel like the shots that they chose for the, store are some of the worst shots. I don't know why they chose such bad shots. They just don't show, they don't show the characters correctly. The shots that are in the store are so inaccurate. Another thing I gotta say, I really wish they had taken this game to, up to the 4K graphic level, because they could have made it look even better. Ryan, shouldn't you have every weapon in that goddamn game by now? Haven't you played that game for 10 years? Because Carter's always playing the game for you? No. I don't know. Don't ask me. I do.
Shit. Thanks.
Don't use that sarcastic tone with me, young lady. I can see you rolling your eyes.
Hello? I was actually saying
I see everything.
I'll warn everything. Hello, Black Hell.
Hello, Black Hell. Hey, that's what she calls the school. It's called Blackwell Academy, so why not call it Black Hell Academy? You don't like to go to school, bro, so that's what you do. I will admit, it doesn't look like it's that bad. I mean... Oh, this is the part where you can get in an argument with the principal. Should I do that? Hey. Ryan. Ryan, should I argue with the principal? Ryan, shut up. One of the optional items is you can argue with the principal. You can smoke on the premises. You know there's a way to get weed in this game, actually, at the start of the game. If you choose to get that weed after you get out of the principal's office, your parents search your pockets and they can find out that you have weed on you. You could get busted for having weed on you. It's pretty crazy. How are you getting all these legendaries? I've heard you say like a million legendary things in half a second here. You need to calm down with that shit.
No way. I'd rather have my eyes gouged out with rusted forks.
Yeah, right. Me too, I guess.
All right. See you in camp.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, I just realized.
Gotta track down Steph to pick up my DVD. I've still got time before class.
Ryan, how do you do this shit? We gotta go talk to Steph Gingrich. Oh man, she is spamming me. Spamming my DMs. Thanks, on my way. Shut. Wait, why is that STG in Advanced Warfare? Advanced Warfare is like an advanced combat game. See, here's what I think when I think Advanced Warfare. I think like futuristic type weapons, not like... I just don't think of the STG being one of those, you know, weapons. Steph and Mikey. Why is the person that's kissed girls and the person that's not kissed anyone ever hanging out? Flaming Gauntlet of Awesomeness? Huh. You got the death? That sounds pretty cool. She didn't want to pick up her drugs because she was literally too drunk. So she didn't want to go pick up her drugs. That's funny. Max. Wow, Max does not respond in this game. She is so bad at texting. Max is a bad texter. Max Caulfield, you're terrible at texting. Legit, Chloe texted her 5 times. And she didn't even text Chloe. What is it? 2019 in Seattle? Wait, what? 2009? What is it? 2019 in Seattle? Who is yelling that? Jesus. There must be something
Skip
going on.
Matthews, Blackwell's finest. He's not so bad for a...
Sounds like something's going on
Skip.
in the background.
Stopped any gang wars lately?
Not today. I did ask Justin Williams' mom to move her Mercedes out of handicap parking.
Badass.
Yeah, you know how I roll.
So, I went to the mill last night. Caught Firewalk live.
Yeah, I can see that. Wait, you went to the mill last night?
It was cool.
Whoa, pretty wicked. I didn't know you were into music like that.
What? Like good music?
Preach it, sister. I'm in a band, actually.
No shit. Really?
We're called Pisshead. It's not a big deal or anything. I mean, I'm trying to get our demo out there, but
Said, huh?
would you maybe want to hear it? Our demo, I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Chemical problem gone wrong. Electrical deep fried storm. Say we got nothing, although we got something. Say we got rich in love. Rocky boat, huh? Say we got nothing. Say we got nothing wrong. Before we had lips and touching, couldn't help but think about anything other. Now we got something wrong. You know we got something wrong. Hey. Do you think we did it all wrong? Could we do it all wrong? I ain't hearing my song. Come along now.
So, what did you think?
That was really good, man. If Pisshead came on the radio, I'd turn that shit up.
Oh, right on. Awesome, Chloe, thanks.
Oh, it's Miss Grant. One of the characters that I never interacted with because she's
Morning,
a teacher.
Miss Grant.
What do you think of this hypothesis? That you'll be in your seat by the time chemistry class begins today.
Science is all about discovery, Miss Grant. Guess you'll have to wait and see.
With all the change that's happening at Blackwell of late, I suppose I can appreciate your consistent wit, Chloe.
What kind of change do you mean?
Well, the Prescotts have made an extremely generous donation to the school, which is good, but instead of going to support more science and mathematics, it's all being dedicated to the arts.
You don't think more money should be spent in the arts?
It's not that exactly. I recently made the case that STEM programs should receive more support, but apparently our new donors disagree with me. Such is life, I suppose.
Miss Grant actually seems sad. Maybe in another 6 months, a new donor will come along with money for, I don't know, more lasers.
More lasers?
Do we have any lasers?
Sadly, no.
That is sad.
I'll see you in class, right, Chloe?
Ha ha ha. You're not gonna see me in class, you can bet on that.
What the
I'm
fuck
not
is that
going
supposed
to
to mean?
class. Say no to drugs. Winning while doping isn't winning at all. It's a quick trip to the deep end of failure. Whoever made that sign is so brilliant. But quite literally, I'm not gonna lie.
But fire's so pretty. I prefer to wake and bake. But hey, to each their
What do
own,
you?
Chloe.
Of course, people are
Class is
still
back the other
playing
way.
that game. Of course, people are still playing that game. Why wouldn't people be? Come on, man.
Huh. Weirdly, that makes me interested in walking on the stage.
Ryan, should I walk on the stage? I mean, if I do, then I'll probably just get suspended. I wonder if I should do it. They do
Need
say
my DVD
Chloe
from
Price
Steph.
likes to
I
break
bet
the
she's
rules.
nerding it up with Mikey somewhere.
Here comes the principal. He's about to bust me. Watch.
I should probably be getting to class, but I just don't care.
There's actually several areas where you can just sit down and relax
Last night really
in
happened?
this game. And you just say random things to yourself.
Principal Wells. Hey.
Miss Price, the sign clearly says do not walk on the stage. Such disregard for your fellow students' efforts won't alleviate your record of major infractions.
How many minor infractions and a major one?
This is no joke, Miss Price.
Who's joking? You've seen my math grades.
Perhaps you will find me less amusing if I mention the various allegations I've been hearing about your drug use. You know Blackwell has a zero-tolerance policy. Do I have to initiate a search of your person in order to establish the veracity of these allegations, Miss Price? That's what I thought. I'll look forward to seeing you in my office after school today. How does that sound?
All right, sir. I'll see you after school.
I'll count the minutes.
That guy's a tool.
You know what, I just walked on the stage, and the principal, sure enough, came along and said, you need to stay after school. The principal told me I need to stay after school.
Oh, Carrie Price.
It's Chloe.
Carrie Price.
Oh, right.
You
I'm
better
just
stop
teasing.
saying that.
People have been taking me so
Victoria.
seriously since I won the Beacon's Young Artist Award for my photography.
You don't say.
Between that and the Vortex Club, it's hard to keep people from putting me up on a pedestal or whatever. But you know all about that. What with Rachel Amber? Am I right?
Wait. What about Rachel Amber?
Rachel posted a slamming selfie of you two having the time of your lives. Do tell.
Tell what, Victoria? It's a photo. Big deal.
But it's on Facebook. I mean, That basically means you and Rachel are like BFFs.
We're really not.
So, what's she into? You know, what's her thing? Is it drugs? I'm not judging or anything. I figure if she's hanging out with you, she must be into some effed up shit. You know?
Seriously, I don't know why you're talking to me about Rachel.
Oh, everybody loves her. Little Miss Perfect.
So you're jealous of Rachel Amber. That's what's happening right now. Gotcha.
Oh, God, I don't have time for this. I didn't even finish the chemistry assignment, and you're being you. Oh,
Yes,
I'm
let's
sorry,
sabotage
Victoria.
her homework.
I didn't mean to be rude. You know,
Yes.
I finished the assignment.
I love this part.
Want some help?
you? Help me?
Of course. That last problem was hard, right? If I'm remembering correctly, the answer was fluorine, uranium, carbon, potassium, and uranium again. Does that sound right?
Perfect. Hey, thanks, Carrie.
No problem.
She literally spelled out "fuck you" on the periodic table. Oh man, Chloe's awesome, dude.
Steph and Mikey
Especially
normally
for
post
that.
up somewhere quiet in the courtyard.
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Samantha. What are you reading?
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
I read that last year in Mrs. Hoyta's English class.
I didn't think you did homework.
Normally I don't, but the play was actually good.
What did you like about it?
The story is about how relationships only work if people are willing to lie to each other.
I'm not sure if you're joking. Sorry, I'm a little slow sometimes.
I'm a little bitchy sometimes, so it's cool.
People always say that. But I think you're actually... Sorry, Chloe. No one says anything like that. I don't know what I'm actually talking about.
I bet. Samantha Myers, school wallflower. She could give you a run for your money, Max. I bet Steph and Mikey are playing games on one of the tables.
Chloe, I'd like to talk to you about wildfire awareness and prevention.
Good morning to you too, Evan.
According to the Department of Forestry, over 90% of this season's fires were caused by humans. That's a record high and completely preventable.
Who says we should prevent fire? Fire is awesome.
While I realize you're being purposefully obstructive, you raise a good point. Many parts of our local ecosystem benefit from fire. Knobcone pine cones, for example, which require temperatures above 350 degrees to open.
Say knob cone again.
No.
I gotta run.
Wait, one last thing. Will you sign my petition to have a fire safety assembly at school?
6v4, that's worse than Rainbow.
Sure. I love assemblies. Some of the best naps of my life.
Wow, thanks. I did not see that coming. You being, interested in complicated issues, helping out with the public.
Do you want me to change my mind?
No.
How seriously am I taking this right now?
What the heck? One of the options is Evan is an ass clown.
Happy to support such an important cause. Blackwell Academy, home of tomorrow's leaders.
Thanks so much for signing my petition. Evan is an ass clown.
Aw, don't be so hard on yourself.
If I had known the Celestial Avenger was bloodied, I would have totally given him my potion.
It was a skill challenge. Potion wouldn't have worked.
Skill challenge?
It's part of the tabletop game we play.
He wouldn't understand.
I used to play with my friend Max. It's been a long time, though.
Cool.
Got my DVD?
Blade Runner. Cut coming right up.
Sweet. $5, right?
Keep it. I'm just glad someone here appreciates the classics. You even asked for the director's cut, which took out the shitty voiceover and replaced it with a sweet dream sequence.
Dream life over real life. That's my motto.
Right
Dream
on.
life over real
Hey,
life.
Do you know
That's
if
my
Rachel is a
motto.
gamer?
Rachel Amber? You're asking me?
Didn't you two go out last night, or was it just like a friend thing?
I'm telling you, Steph has a crush on Rachel. Super confirmed right here.
What do you want to know?
Steph has a crush.
Has a crush.
Chloe, you should
That's
join our
funny.
game.
Yeah. I don't have 50 hours right now. Thanks, though.
We're at the end of the campaign, so it'll only take like 20 minutes. What else have you got to do before class?
What the hell? Game on, nerds.
Here's a character sheet. You are an elf
Or
barbarian.
an elf barbarian.
Nice. I could totally see myself as an elf barbarian.
I know, I'm good. Alright, let's get started. You are both famous heroes in the kingdom of Avernon, a once peaceful land, now laid to waste by the bloodthirsty raiders of the Black Well. Alone, you have fought your way through the raider camps, seeking their warlord leader, Durgaron, the Unscarred. As you enter the final camp, bloodied and weary, you see your fellow hero approaching from the opposite direction.
I raise my staff to you in greeting. I am Elamon, Wizard of the Third Circle, foremost advisor to King Tiberius, and sworn defender of Averno.
Introduce your character.
Yeah, okay. I'm an elf barbarian named, Calamastia.
Super into it.
Not bad.
The two heroes.
Hold on. Elamon narrows his eyes at the elf in front of him and says, I am here to defeat Durgaron, the Unscarred. In the name of King Tiberius, what makes you think you are worthy to fight alongside me?
I once stabbed a guy in the chest with a sword, and it went all the way through and killed the guy behind him too. True story.
You stand at a three-way crossing. To your left, the Raiders' training ground. To your right, their prison camp. Straight ahead, an enormous, ostentatious tent that could only belong to Durgaron, the Unscarred. Which way do you go?
Straight ahead, right? We're supposed to kill the dude.
Elamon frowns. The Raiders could have some good loot at the training ground, and surely it is our duty to free all those prisoners.
Your choice, newbie. Where do you wish to go?
Loot sounds good. Let's go to the training ground.
Sweet.
Upon arriving at the training ground, you are spotted
there
by
a
a
way
heavy-set
that you
orc
can-
who immediately shouts and points. There are a dozen raiders on the training field, all of whom raise their weapons and charge.
Okay. So what do we do?
I cast Urgel's Acid Blast.
Overkill?
Bam!
You conjure up a wave of acid that washes over the charging orcs. Every raider suddenly starts screaming and writhing in pain. There's a sweet and sour kind of smell as the flesh melts off their
Bro, the
bones
bow
like
is
warm candle
godly.
wax.
Holy shit.
You see why I haven't really needed a partner?
The heavy-set orc sergeant still remains. He runs at you, swinging a massive warhammer.
All yours.
I do a pommel strike. I strike his pommel hard. What did I say?
A pommel is the end of a sword handle. Pommel strike is where you hit the guy with it.
Ah, damn it. Okay, I do that.
Except you're not wielding a sword, you're wielding an axe.
This sucks.
It's all right. Try using your...
You've delayed too long. The orc swings his warhammer at your head, barely missing. Your move.
Okay, let's end this. Fatal cleave.
You swing your great axe downward with both hands. The orc blinks, then splits open like a hot dog bun.
Fuck yeah! I'm awesome at this game.
It's going well.
What about the loot?
Well, as the training ground is now a roiling pit of acid, it's unlikely any loot survived.
Dang.
Don't worry, Elamon guy. We all make mistakes.
Elamon nods. Calamastia, the elf barbarian, is most wise and forgiving.
What's next?
Guess it's time to free some peeps. Let's go to the prison camp.
You behold a field of standing iron cages, each imprisoning a human villager, calling out for you to free them. Only a small, elderly dragonkin is keeping watch. He notices you, and in terror, runs into one of the few empty cages and locks himself in.
Ah, poor little guy. What's a dragonkin?
Dragonkin are like little dragon people. They're assholes. I bet he has all the keys.
Oh, okay. Hey, shitface! Get out of there!
The dragonkin hops up and down, shaking his ring of keys at you. He shouts in a strange language. Whatever he's saying probably isn't flattering.
Got any useful spells in that robe of yours?
Nothing that wouldn't blow up the cage and everything in it.
Apparently, I have bread. I try to tempt the little bastard out with it.
He sticks out his tongue, finding your offering disgusting.
Ugh. It says here I can pick locks. Can I do that?
Sure. You spend a long time trying to pick the lock, but don't accomplish anything. The dragonkin makes an obscene gesture at what you can only assume are his genitals. Shit!
LOL.
Intimidate. That's a skill I have. I want the little bastard to shit his pants.
You can try. What do you say?
Listen up, you little lizard.
Unfortunately, he doesn't speak common, which means he
I
can't.
cast communication on the dragonkin.
Shit. Really?
Now he can understand every word you say.
Time to work some real magic.
This is called a skill challenge, where you try to use.
Oh, I know what this is. I grab the bars of the cage and lean in, nice and close.
He steps back, his scaly skin quivering in fear. What do you say?
I wiggle my hand. Hey, dragonkin guy. Want to become my meat puppet? How it works is I shove my arm up your ass into your head, and then I can control your mouth from the inside to say things.
He doesn't seem to like that idea.
Neither do I.
The dragonkin pleads with you. Please don't harm me, tall one, but I cannot give you key. Durgaron much taller and meaner than you.
You're short, I say, but you can always get shorter. Give me the key, or I'll chop off your legs and beat you to death with them.
The dragonkin cowers before you, looking left and right. He opens his jaws, and you think he's about to yell for help.
I interrupt his yell by shoving my axe into the cage, pinning his head to the bars without hurting him. Then I say the following.
This is going to be good.
Here's what's up. I'm going to carve the skin from your bones. Then I'm going to turn your skin into a little leather handbag that I'll shove your skinless body into so I can carry it around with me wherever I go. That way, the next time some asshat refuses to give me a key I want, I can pull your body out and show them what happens. How does that sound?
Wow.
That was nuts.
I'm going to give you a +10 bonus to charisma. Go ahead. A small pool of urine collects under the elderly dragonkin as, hands trembling, it hands you the keys. Then it dies of fear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just killed that dragon by scaring it. Is that real? How do you do that? That's awesome. I'm still waiting for the part where I have to face the giant orc dude. Get ready.
It's tent time.
You enter the tent to find Durgaron, warlord of the raid.
No. Okay, so you know Steph and Mikey. Okay, well, Steph... Okay, I don't need to explain it. Steph's in True Colors. She's in this game too. So she likes to play Dungeons and Dragons. So that's what I'm doing. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. And it's actually pretty good. Nope. Fire spells can't be used against this guy. He has fire immunity.
What's Wrathful Rush?
It's like a shoulder slam, an angry shoulder slam.
Okay, I do that.
You scream with wrathful rage, then charge. Durgaron is caught off guard, and he fails to dodge. You slam your shoulder into him, knocking him back and doing some damage.
Hell yeah.
Next.
Holy shit! Annihilation Strike. That sounds boss as fuck.
One?
That's bad, right?
Not for me. As you take your first step, you trip on a rock, collapsing onto the ground in a clangy jumble of metal. Your axe swings wildly to the side. Mikey, roll a reflex save.
Oh no. 3.
Your axe strikes Elamon's leg. Legs. Plural. Severing both feet at the ankles.
This game is awesome.
My feet?
Durgaron moves toward the crippled Elmon.
Oh, shit!
I told you this was my best boss.
You didn't tell me my character might die.
Durgaron approaches, stomping his bloody hooves. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
This is all my fault. Sort of. What should I do? I jump in front of Elamon.
Wow. Thanks, Chloe. I mean, thanks, Calamastia.
Okay. Durgaron has now turned his attention toward you.
Bring it.
He charges, thrusting madly with his great sword.
Shit!
Oh no.
Your attempt to dodge his thrust fails. Durgaron laughs as he impales you on his blade, lifting you high into the air.
Seriously?
I can't do anything with that stupid bracer. I'm sorry, Chloe.
Hey, I chopped your feet off. We're even.
You feel your strength draining away as Durgaron lifts you higher into the air. It hurts like hell. What do?
I bring my axe down onto his arm. The one with the fire bracer thingy.
Oh, brilliant.
You'll have to roll high to hit. You're almost dead.
20!
Fuck yes!
You bring your axe down in a wicked chop, severing his arm completely. His bracer of fire immunity clings to the ground.
I cast Gignomi's Fire Strike of Flame!
Ooh, snap!
Lying on the ground, you conjure a flaming spear, which flies from your hands to spear Durgaron in the chest, incinerating him completely from the inside out.
Damn, Elamon.
Durgaron is defeated, but your wounds were too great. I'm afraid Calamastia is dead.
I actually feel sad right now.
Better to have died a hero than live as a coward.
That was fun.
Check out what I drew.
Mikey's got serious drawing skills.
Glad you enjoyed it, Chloe.
Yeah, I'll adventure with you anytime.
We'll see. Thanks for the game, nerds. DVD, check. Next stop, chemistry class. Joy. Evan's work is actually pretty good. This makes being high sound like a bad thing. What the hell?
What have you got here? Twitch?
Don't call me that!
True North. A jock so dumb he makes jocks look bad. Guess Nathan Prescott made the shit list.
Oh, wow. This is some really weird crap, Prescott.
It's not yours. Give it back!
I hate that you're on the team now. You're such a loser.
Want to take this elsewhere, guys?
The mute speaks? Whoa, whoa! You earn a spot on the squad, Twitch. You don't have your dad try to buy off the coach.
At least my family pays tuition. How much financial aid does your deadbeat dad need again?
Wow. Dick move, Nathan.
My dad lost his job at the shipyard when your dad closed it down. And you want to talk shit to me?
Leave Nathan alone!
You know something, Prescott? I'm gonna do you a favor. You can't be a part of the team and be into this stupid crap at the same time.
You're a piece of shit. I am going to kill you.
You guys, stop! Chloe, do something! Don't just stand there watching!
I forget the consequences of what happens. Shut up. You're just gonna say something stupid. Shut up. You know they're making people pay to play multiplayer in GTA now on next gen. I guess it's supposed to cost $10. Go in the store and search up GTA Online. Yeah, but go search up GTA Online. It costs money. Ryan. I think they tried to put more bug fixes on it too, and they just messed it up even more. Yeah, you know how bad that game is now? People are giving it such a low rating. They're like, oh, $10, oh. It's bad.
The only way to stop a bully is to be aggressive. I've got to put Drew down. Back off.
What the hell did you just say to me?
Back off? As in, go away? No one's interested in your crap.
You're seriously defending Nathan Prescott?
How about picking on someone your own size? Which I hear is pretty small.
You're such a crazy freak. Mind your own business.
What's crazy is that you haven't been held back yet. How is that possible?
You want a piece of this?
Some
You got lucky this
from you.
Right? Thanks for sticking up for him. People think just because of his family.
Everything okay here?
No problem, Skip.
Turn off brother's Xbox.
I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What
I'm kidding.
is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I have broke your hest to say so.
Good. Admired Miranda, indeed worth what's dearest in the world. Many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time had listened to... Many a time the harmony of their tongues...
This user is 5'3".
You're killing me.
Who's 5'3"?
You've had weeks to be off book.
Sorry, Mr. Keaton.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to your scene partner who's been very accommodating, and to your other fellow actors.
And most of all,
No, my dad's
to
6
yourself.
foot, actually.
Mr. Keaton, sorry to interrupt, but does this look better? I had my mom take it in a bit.
Rachel looks awesome.
Right.
This is getting as surreal
At
as
this
last
point,
night.
At this point, I'm surprised you're not just like a
Rach.
Very cool.
professional,
Exquisite Rachel, as always.
Mr. Keaton,
sports
I'm still having
person.
trouble with... My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man. I mean, does she really mean that?
Especially because I just straight out told her I've been banging all
What
the
is
ladies.
this? Sheeps
Yeah, that is
signing
hard. We've talked about
Juju
that
Smith
line forever.
Schuster.
We need a fresh perspective. The question is, are Miranda's feelings of instant passion for Ferdinand just inexperience in dramatic circumstances, or has she actually just met the
Chiefs
love
are
of her life?
signing wide receiver
What do
Juju
you
Smith
think?
Schuster to a 1-year, $10 million deal. What, Juju Smith Schuster? I mean, for them to even be able to sign, bro, how's he going to the Chiefs, bro? That's crazy. Yes, I'll give that to you. That is a weird name. But I should play Warzone. I'm just not in the mood. Yeah, before I have to go back to work at 2:30 in the afternoon tomorrow.
Sometimes, when you meet someone who's
Yes,
going
I
to change
do.
your life, you just know it, I guess.
What did they do to Rachel's eyes? Ah! I can't stand that. They messed her eyes up. Nope.
So,
What
you've
is
got
that?
parents coming to see the
What
show,
did
right?
they do?
At $20 a ticket, it's gotta be true love.
What
Wow.
have they
a romantic
done?
and a cynic. That actually kind of helps me. Thanks.
They truly have fucked everybody's eyes. Truly. Chloe's the only person with normal eyes.
Thanks, Mr. Keaton.
Later.
Oh my
See you later,
God.
guys.
Oh no. I have first period improv with a class full of freshmen now.
Why the fuck does Rachel's eyes? They're like
I'll
pure
just be a minute.
emerald green.
Okay, so...
What the fuck?
Why am I
They look
here
like
again?
villager
Oh,
eyes
could you grab my
from
belt for me?
Minecraft.
I think it's
What
in
the
my bag
fuck?
over there.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Get the belt. Don't say any stupid shit and don't, like, fall
You
down.
know, it actually looks
Should be
like
doable,
it's snowing from, like, inside the building. It kind of does. Even though it's sunny outside, it kind of does look like it's snowing.
I have feelings about this. Most of them are not good feelings.
I don't know why, but,
Why do
when Rachel
theater kids
took
take
that picture of me and posted it on Facebook, everybody was just like, oh, guess what? They're together now. Like, what? That's weird. I will admit, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of a bunch of students. Like, how do they do that? Oh, Brooke is the sound design? Well, that's good to know. At least she had a part in this. And you're telling me,
This
Mr.
poster
Keaton,
definitely
a
says
fucking teacher
something.
is goddamn looking at our Facebook photos? He shouldn't be following us on Facebook in the first place.
Hey now. Sharing is caring.
Pencils for stage manager only, aka Steph. Wow. And the school is okay with that,
The
right?
nicest backpack I've seen in my life.
That's crazy.
Hey now. Sharing is caring. To internet or not to internet.
My school doesn't, or it didn't, I should say, allow any of the students or teachers to, like, have each other added. Like, the only way you could communicate with teachers was through, email.
RA will suck as Prospera. If VC had any talent, maybe she would have gotten the part.
Talent? Is that what got Mr. K to cast you, slut?
Guess they don't call it Drama Lab for nothing.
Alright,
What to say,
optional
what to
graffiti.
say.
What do we put? Bitter much? Best friends, better enemies?
Playing the part of the bitter, passed over, talentless hack, VC.
Playing the part of the bitter, passed over, talentless hack, VC.
Chloe! My pants get lonely without my belt.
What? Oh my god! Okay, you know, I'm trying to re-go through this, and it's hard to do it when the characters don't shut up and they keep on saying, oh, you know, come bring this to me, or come do this. Like, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. You know what Rachel said? She said her pants are getting lonely without a belt. That's what she said. Here's the part where you find out about her childhood.
Rachel looks so happy here.
You can't walk on
collar,
that
Pepe.
stage.
If
Stage
I'd known
props.
acting meant getting to play with weapons, I guess the Prescott donation doesn't cover this.
Why does the Prescott donation not cover pencils?
Should
It
be
should.
life is drama.
Nope, it's drama. It's life is drama. I fucked that up. But put a halo on Rachel's picture, or should I put a horn on Nathan's picture? Or two horns, I should say. You know, none of this shit affects Rachel because she's not even in the game after this. Really do anything. They're just in the game to be in the game. Mattered at some point, but it was
Definitely
probably
an
too late.
improvement.
I still think it would have looked better if we put
Sometimes
horns
you
on
just gotta
Nathan.
turn up.
The pen? Question mark. I know it was you, Hayden. You took my pencils.
I'm gonna.
Somebody said, Dana, you are very big. You want to go out? I would be. Scribbled that and I is.
So, Did you bring flowers for my dressing room? Due to that.
I'll let you finish changing now.
Chloe Price.
Rachel Amber?
Rachel Amber!
Last night was
Last
amazing.
night was amazing. Getting attacked was amazing, question mark. They're out there. There is like a Life is Strange like video where someone picks all the hysterical options. All the like comedic options. Is that Max's guitar in the background? Hold on. I think I knew it. That's Max's guitar. I know it is. It has butterflies on it. There's only one guitar with butterflies on
it. I'd never seen Firewalk live. Pretty fierce show.
We'll have to do it again. To tell the truth, I went to bed last night wishing it never had to end. But then I thought, why? Why does it have to end?
Okay, so some of Rachel's outfits just don't look good. I don't know what it is. It's her eye color or what? But that one looks and
to join me.
Yes, born to ditch.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Grab the bus, or
if we're gonna go rogue, we're right.
Does she slap you
what the
in the
hell am
leg?
I getting into here?
Where does the north? Maybe we'll end up in Seattle. Pull up a chair, Price. The view's amazing.
All day.
Oh, well, you feel pretty a daddy and sexually is going to. Very true. Anything that I just wanted the people to the optional
humans,
graffiti.
but no human. Everybody is somebody
Everybody
else.
is someone wants to be themselves. Graffiti. Looking around. Monster. Everybody lies. Wow. That's the
Humanity. Everybody is somebody, but no one wants to be themselves. Some preachy graffiti up in this train.
Oh, I thought she was gonna read her own graffiti. I guess not.
English last year. Now I'm living it. Price 1. Twain 0.
Like
right now I should sit.
Oh, if it's my quality or
is what?
Nice weather. Oh, no. Do I have a 4K TV? Yes, I do. It actually look really nice.
It's Rachel we're having.
What?
I mean, nice.
Nice Rachel.
Northern pastures.
That sucks.
Earlier, you seem to have some kind of Jedi mind over Mr. Keaton and the theater crew.
You mean when we were talking about true love in the play? I guess you could say I'm good with people, yeah.
Just don't pull that stuff with me.
You will get on this train.
Oh, shit.
I bet you're wondering what we're doing.
The thought occurred, yeah.
Well, I
Well,
wanted some company.
I wanted
That's
some
it?
company.
That's it.
That's
Good to fucking go. You don't? Right. What reason would Rachel Amber have for hating Blackwell Academy? Your high school.
actually, and you don't. Actually, funny option you can choose here.
V cards, Rachel.
And the option is Rachel on the. One of these episodes is like. I'm supposed to have BT. I don't know where it's at. Flannel is like during.
Right. I'm a Leo.
Meow. Oh, ambidextrous. Born in New York and elite. Gotcha.
Born in New
Price? Sad. In fact, Ghost is
a cow. So we could probably be a girl song.
Let's see how good she really is at this game.
Now, in Two Truths and a Lie, you can cheat. In and a Lie, you can lie 3 if you want to. It's not suggested. Rachel knows everything, apparently. So don't try to cheat.
I used to want to be a pirate when I grow up. I kinda still do. I'm secretly the lead guitarist of an all-girl Misfits cover band called the Misfits. Makes me want to throw up. Hello? It's a...
Who says...
Music makes be in love. You can tell how fucked up she is now just by how she's settling for David. He's this total hard-ass ex-military jagoff type. Like the opposite of my dad.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. David has no respect. He acts like I'm some kind of problem to solve.
Too?
Sometimes I am, though.
You're not a problem, Chloe. You're a person. It sounds like the only problem is David. You need to hit him where it hurts.
It's formed a 4-barrel carburetor.
Oh, God. A muscle car?
I'm probably going to steal it soon, so...
Let me know if you need an accomplice. So, obviously true. It's tough to be a groovy all-girl cover band, the Misfits. I'm gonna play guitar. Oh, Two Truths saying.
What? You are a
lifetime of studying the human. I'm Chloe Price. How does the district is some seriously?
I know out of a ticket then.
Is the dickwad David. Now hitless too.
Hell yeah. What hit him?
I hate to break it to you, but Chloe Price is not exactly renowned throughout Arcadia Bay as a bastion of trust and empathy.
Me, understand. Got on the mind listening to some music.
Funny about the music, Rachel. Listen to me amount of time, and it will not.
Hey, wanna listen?
This is a good song, but it's gonna hurt my. This is the way, bro. Except she's somewhere else. We won't talk about her. Life is just an accumulation of crap. I saw that.
It reminds me that there's more to experience out there than just Katie. Maybe I'll go back to Long Beach. Or anywhere but here. Maybe.
Me too. Arcadia Bay can suck a bag of dicks.
I feel like I've got no reason to stay. Don't be surprised, Chloe, if one day...
Jump! Jump! Fuck it!
Cause she's your. Yep, episode 1's today. I think we'll get done with this. We don't have much left.
Hey, it's actually a pretty nice view. Glad you... This is what I learned in theater class. It's all about improvisation.
That... Damn.
This game involves spying on people from afar. Luckily, we've got some high-tech surveillance equipment right here. Let's fire it up.
That blows.
Well, shit. That was my last quarter. You?
Quarterless.
Damn.
Hey, maybe I can something up. I've been told I'm pretty handy.
Oh yeah? Let's see what you got. Rachel really wants...
Dwight Mueller really killed it with this statue of an explorer guy. Where are all my explorer ladies at, though? Probably at home, washing laundry and spitting out kids. Fuck you. Yuck. Cliche much, AW and BW?
Oh, I'll be on it soon. I don't have much further to go here. So.
Get out of here, woodland creatures. Have some self-respect. This trash can is in pretty high demand. I wonder if I could use this to get the quarter out. If Max were here, she'd probably take a black and white photograph and call it Innocence Lost, or some shit. I'm... Yeah? My mom took mine.
No. How about a nail file?
I guess you could stab someone with a nail file. Oh, right. Sure, let's try it.
Victoria finally realized that I said fuck you. She said, fuck you, bitch, you're so dead. Rachel never asked for her nail file back.
Stealing a dedication plate takes...
Somebody else texted me? Oh, it's Steph again. Also, thanks for playing with us. Mikey had a blast. He's cool. He's been down lately, not sure why. But I know playing with you really meant a lot. Whatever.
Prescott power, activate.
Prescott power! Ah! I got it.
I don't want to boast, so I'll... Chloe, you are true. I stand...
Rachel smells like... jasmine? Is she smelling me right now, too? Really should have showered this morning.
Alright, here's the game. You find some people for us to spy on, and then you and I will act out what they're saying and thinking.
That's it? I do that in my head during, like, every class.
See? You're a natural. Let's...
Hey, what do you say we barbecue some squirrels when we're done here?
God, you just have the best ideas. Love. What's he thinking right? We're out, but also. What's go?
Saideth shalt make a.
Who are you talking to, Dad?
No one, son. Now, lean into the grill and see if the fire started. Further. Further.
Wow, that was dark.
It was dark.
Too dark.
Too dark. Perfect dark.
Sweet beanie.
What she's thinking.
Nature's Wi-Fi sucks.
Wi-Fi sucks.
Maybe there's a squirrel family around here with broadband.
If only I can guess their password. Nuts.
9.
Dingoes ate our babies 13.
Too soon.
Dingoes ate our babies 13.
This is fun. Who's next? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hog the viewfinder. Ooh, jackpot. Commence makeout section in 3, 2, 1. Nailed it. Damn, they are really going at it. Wait, you're a prostitute? But I'm a prostitute! Hey, are you alright?
What are we doing?
Excuse me?
Last I checked, you're supposed to be Chloe Price. Yet we've been ditching now for hours, and we haven't even gotten wasted yet. That's got to be against some school ditching rule.
Hell yeah. The honor student wants to show the school delinquent how to party? Be my guest.
How gracious of you.
They of one.
Let's steal it.
Okay. Or we could go try to find a liquor store instead.
No. You shouldn't bring alcohol to a public park if you're not willing to share it with everybody, right? And fuck it, I just want to take something that's not mine. All right, I'm going in.
Can we help you?
Oh my god!
Holy shit. Talk about committing to a performance. Better act fast.
What? Should we check her pulse?
Didn't you used to be a lifeguard?
Oh, thank God. Please, this girl is in trouble. Go get help.
I need to get these two to focus on Rachel so I can swipe.
What are you waiting for? Go!
This woman clearly has a wound that needs to be sterilized. Do you happen to have alcohol?
I didn't see a wound.
Look closer. I'll search for the booze.
Hold on. There's something off about this. Are you girls putting us on?
Rachel! Run!
What the hell?
So, maybe your acting could use a little work, but at least you committed to the performance.
Thanks. I could use a drink after trying to keep up with you.
I am excessively sober right now.
Right. Okay. Guess we're leaving now.
Hiya! Boom, 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 boom!
Whoa. Hey, check this out. What?
Oh man.
Great. It's a pile of trash.
Yeah. An awesome pile of trash. Let's explore.
You have fun, Chloe. I'm gonna go sit down.
Rachel's been acting kind of standoffish ever since we left the park. What's her deal?
I've heard that actors are moody, but wow, Rachel.
I'm not moody. I just need some space. Is that alright with you?
Okay. Actually, no. I thought we were having a great day together. Why are you acting like this all of a sudden?
I'm not acting like anything. I just want to be left alone right now.
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm not the easiest person to be around. I don't exactly have tons of experience with the whole friendship thing.
Not everything revolves around you, Chloe.
I didn't say it did. I'm just saying I understand.
No, you really don't.
Fuck!
Okay, I still have no idea what's going on with Rachel, but apparently she gets smashy when she's angry. I can work with that.
Score. Hey, check it out. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer drinking it next to an old toilet. Home run!
Can I see?
Sure. Are you kidding me? I know you're the school princess and all, with the DA daddy and the perfect grades and all the perfect little Victoria chases kissing your perfect ass, but serious? Fuck you.
Great. I'm leaving. See you around, Chloe.
You can't leave!
Watch me.
Rachel, wait! Don't go. Why not? Because I don't want to ruin this the way I ruin everything else in my life.
And what is this exactly?
I mean, fuck. Are you actually going to make me say it?
Say what? Exactly.
You know, like a friendship. But more. Ah. I know. Weird, right? It's just today was the best day I've had since my dad died. And when I almost ruined it just now, the way I ruin everything, it made me realize whatever's going on between us is special. Come on, say something. Chloe, You know what? Forget it. This was really stupid. I mean, you're Rachel Amber, and I'm Chloe Price. It's not that. It's just hard right now. And I can't talk about it. Why not? Because I can't. I know it isn't fair, but it's how it is. Goodbye, Chloe.
What does the rage scene look like? I've already seen the tears visually look amazing. This is one of the things that I was extremely excited to play. Because the rage scene had me extremely excited.
This place.
Because it has Chloe getting pissed off.
You know she's fake. You can't take your eyes off her.
Yeah, you can't take your eyes off.
Who else do I know? Fuck off, Rachel.
In that scene, Chloe actually does say, "Fuck off, Rachel."
I've never understood your hard-on for cameras, Max.
Cameras, Max.
You took a million pictures of us, and not one of them showed that you were gonna leave when I needed you most.
You were gonna leave when I needed you most.
Fuck cameras. If you want to rip a family apart from the property,
I tell you, this shit.
David.
Fuck you, David.
Dad.
Now, visually, this scene was the biggest changed scene in the game. Visually, the junkyard scene of Chloe crying is the best visual enhancement that I so far have seen. I think that they really took time on this scene compared to the other ones, and you can tell the difference. It has so much more work into it. You can just tell that it's a lot more put. After this scene, you end up waking up at nighttime. Actually. Which... I'm surprised Chloe doesn't get kidnapped during this scene. I mean, for God's sakes. Why would you sleep in a fucking scrapyard?
I just called to tell you.
I don't know. I would never do that. If I... Why are you crazy?
Real.
I'm not.
Because you're not real.
What is going on? What's past is prologue and shit.
Kiddo, look on the bright side, would ya?
What bright side?
You made a new friend today.
I love the visual enhancements that they did on the tiers. Like... No, but if you buy it for me, I will definitely play it. I can guarantee you that. I just haven't had the chance to get it on Xbox. On the new Xbox, I should say. I have it on my other Xbox, on disc. It's one of those things. I found it for $3 at GameStop, and I was like, this is totally worth it. I mean, it's not worth $3. Don't get me wrong, it's worth a lot more, but I feel like I got a really good sale on it. I caught it $3. Oh man, that was good. Like, I'd never gotten a game like so cheap in my life. I was like, what the hell? What type of place is having $3 for a video game? Unless it's a shitty game. But it wasn't even bad. Like, I've seen Advanced Warfare. I played it on PlayStation. It's a good game. It's one of the old... It's one of those old Call of Duties that I played on back when I was on PlayStation.
Hey, where's my marker? Oh, there it is.
Gotta say, that was some fight. A lover's quarrel, you might say? She nearly took your head off.
What do you care?
Sorry, sweetheart. I guess I'm getting into your personal business.
Dad used to hate it when I wrote on shit.
Wake up!
Sleep is for the weak. I guess I did that?
Sometimes people need you, though. Even when they don't admit it.
Rachel!
You suck. Now imagine sleeping inside of a broken car. Who would do that? Yeah, I would, except I'm not Jacob. Okay, I shouldn't say that. That was kind of mean. Here's the part of the fucking game where Rachel goes nuts. Here we go. I'm actually very interested to hear if they remastered the Scream. I'm very interested to see what the tree will look like this time. And there it is, the Raven. The biggest symbol in this game, probably. I mean, besides the Illuminati. The Raven. Because, I mean, the Illuminati and the Raven are on, like, every screen in this game. Quite literally. But the Raven is on legit every, like, other screen. There's a Raven flying by. It happens through half the story. You have a Raven flying by randomly. Like, every time characters are talking to each other, you'll see a Raven flying by.
I'm glad.
Everywhere Chloe goes, the Raven goes.
Hey. I couldn't let the day end with whatever this afternoon was.
Chloe, I want to talk to you about
I love
something,
the visual effects that they
I don't
did on
know
those
how to talk
tears.
about this.
Because they actually look real.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
You remember that guy that we saw under this tree with that...
Especially with Rachel. Like, she looks like she is just sad.
And that woman was definitely not my mom.
Oh.
The worst part is... I'm not surprised. I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was. So when I saw he got a text from an unknown number asking him to meet, I thought I could catch him or something.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. I don't know what to say.
Neither do I. Chloe, I love my dad. I love him. And I never want to see his fucking face again.
When my dad
They
died,
did amazing with
I was so mad at him. For months,
just
I felt
sad effects.
wrong because half the time I thought of him, I wanted to scream. And the other half, I forgot.
Forgot that anything had changed. It's
And
silly,
this is gonna be...
I've carried this photo around with me for years. It's from Mount Hood. My dad took me hiking there when I was 10, and it started raining, and I fell and broke my arm 3 miles from the car. I remember screaming like I was gonna die, but my dad, he carried me down the mountain. I still remember the smell of his coat, and how calm he was, and the sound of his voice, and...
I'm very curious how loud this is gonna be here.
He was just so strong, you know? I felt safe.
You trusted him.
Completely.
Here.
Chloe, I owe you an apology.
Hey, the Queen of Shitty.
No, I mean it. Whatever's going on between us, it's intense and new and awesome, and you had the courage to tell me that you feel it too. And I treated you like shit.
Courage? I don't know if I'd call it that. More like blind desperation. And maybe a slight buzz from that wine.
I just want you to know I'm lucky that you were with me today.
You're a badass.
You're a badass, Chloe Price.
What?
Remember that biker asshole who wouldn't let you into the mill? You told me.
So it's
right
really about
face.
the.
That was pretty sweet, actually.
Like creation and selling.
You're the real
them,
thing.
Everything.
I don't know anyone. No question to ask.
Well, I don't really need a good reason to ditch school.
I guess tomorrow there'll be hell to pay.
My mom
Tomorrow
might skip
there will
grounding
be
and
hell to
just go
pay.
straight to the death penalty.
And my dad will definitely.
Did you know? Okay, so it's very funny what Chloe says here. She's like, oh, tomorrow my parents will skip the grounding and they'll go straight to the death penalty. Oh my god. Like, imagine they skip the grounding and they just kill you instead. What? I still have the Joe Biden sticker on my Xbox. It says, I did that. That was me, buddy. Because it just looks cool, okay? I need more stickers for my Xbox. I might print some out or something. Not specifically of Joe Biden, but a picture that says, wait!
Punish me with.
Fuck him.
Fuck your dad.
Fuck your dad.
Fuck him.
I like how she says that. She's like, fuck your dad. Oh my god. What? Life is gay? Question mark?
What I wouldn't give to leave this place and never look back.
What's stopping us?
Us? Are you serious?
There's nothing keeping me here. Not anymore.
So, if I came to you tomorrow and told you to pack your bags...
That's where this game fails. It tries to set up the Rachel leaving Arcadia Bay. And it's just not gonna happen. There's no way in hell she could convince her parents to leave. So, she's not gonna get out of here by herself in one day. Sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Because just to find somewhere else to go, like, that lets you stay there all day without having to pay, like, that's just not gonna happen. You're gonna have to pay a lot of money. And that's what literally ended Rachel Amber, was money. But we won't get into that.
Serious. Let's do it, Chloe. Let's leave this place forever. Okay.
Chloe's about to smile, bro. And Rachel's in tears over here. What? Oh no. It's the end of the episode. Oh man. We're gonna get
Can I
some
borrow your lighter?
cutscenes. And see what forms in the second episode here.
Thank you.
What's gonna happen at the start of the next episode? I'm supposing this fire is supposed to look a lot cooler, since it's better graphics. Oh, damn, that picture is getting burnt. That's crazy, bro. Like,
Come on.
why is the ending to that first episode just so... What the hell? Listen, I had goals of this episode, and I want to make sure that... I want to make sure everybody understands the goals here on this first playthrough, okay? We're not trying to get busted by Joyce. We're not trying to do any of the crazy choices. Like get a black eye, any of that shit. So... normal stuff. In the first playthrough, like everybody else would. Did I do any uncommon things? I took the money. I didn't buy pot, which, you know, doesn't really match up with Chloe's character, but You could choose to read Joyce's book. I did. I didn't slip any money to Joyce, who is that's why would if you I think if you do give her some ask you about that's the reason you told Skip you liked his demo. Imagine you didn't listen to his demo. Evil top game. You sabotage his homework. What happens if you tell Rachel falling in love is stupid? I wonder what happens. What if you tell her that falling in love is stupid? I gotta go back just to play that decision. that was, oh man, that's good. You shared earbuds with Rachel. The 2% of people who didn't? Wow. See, as far as not jumping out of the train, what happens if you don't jump out of the train? Does Rachel push you? That's the only thing I can assume that she does, because... Friend stats. None of my friends play this game. That's weird. Okay. Either that or none of them played the first episode all the way through, which is crazy. I'm not starting Brave New World yet. The fact that there was not a... Okay, the fact that there was not like a big, set of stuff that got released for the remastered, like a digital soundtrack and all that, which is crazy because I feel like they could have fit one into like the game. Under extras, they could have fit a soundtrack into the game. Like, I feel like that's very possible. Like, I'm not saying you gotta make it cost money or anything. Just make it like you own the game, you own the soundtrack. Boom. Easy. And I already have the soundtrack for this game. Unfortunately, I can't play it because I don't have it right next to me. But... and the amount of work I would have to go fucking get back my soundtrack is a lot of work. And I just don't feel like going for it. You told Rachel you don't believe in falling in love. That's crazy. Imagine the people who do that. If you complete the first episode, you get 200G. That's pretty good. Like, especially since this is a remaster, which means if you played the first game, or the first version of it, you get 200G, and then you get 200G if you play this version of it, which is crazy. So that means you're getting 1,200G plus a bunch of other gamer score just for playing the game twice. Imagine. Episode 1 is over. That's how it ended.